Today, we are reacting to the new Trident song, Repaint. Ryan has heard it. Champ and I have not.
Do they have a song called Paint?
If they do, that
Is
would be
this the
amazing.
sequel? All right. That was a bad joke. Let's just go.
Now I remember the drums sound so fucking good in this song.
That was crazy. What the fuck? Came out of nowhere, man. They just like quadrupled the speed.
Those guitars in the beginning were fucking phenomenal. I really enjoyed it.
They were cool too. I was trying to figure out if there was also a keyboard playing the same part as the guitar in the beginning, because it sounded like really, really crisp, but it might have just been the distortion.
I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it because I want to hear that again.
No, it's just like there's like a delay on it or like some strong reverb or something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so this is really good. Like this is really good. The one of the coolest parts, first of all, it's sad that Wave can't be here for this because he would love the drummer doing what the drummer's doing right now. I love the little moments that she's throwing in there of just like, here's a quick little tease right here, and then she goes back into it or whatever. But also the guitarist, man, like I love that there's like this single layer guitar going on, and she's doing enough that it sounds really cool without like kind of losing that.
I want to add to
that overall feeling of the song. You know, a lot of the time when there's like a single layer guitar, there's moments of emptiness.
Drops out.
Yeah, it feels and like they could record a second layer if they wanted to, but they chose not to. It sounds really good the way that it is, and then the bass is coming in there with a couple little licks in there to kind of cover for those moments. This is a really well put together song for like the structure of like a 3-part instrument group.
So this has something, and I can understand why it probably wasn't heard, but there's 4 layers of guitar in this, and
what?
Yeah, there's 4 layers.
That's when it's done really well.
It's done really, really well. So what they're doing is they have guitar to far right, far left, and then they have 75% left, 75% right. But the thing that's amazing, I think this is really underestimated how difficult it is to use a delay pedal. And so they have this perfect timing with the guitar in the beginning where the delay is only on one side that's stereo bouncing. So like, yeah, they took the one guitar aspect and made it sound full, because either way, it's still going to sound good live. Because when you're playing live, you have all the bouncing around. So you have to record those layers so it feels like a live, like if you were to hear it live anyways. So
I literally can't hear them at all. I hear one guitar track.
And they're meshing it so well together. A lot of times what they do is they take these 4 tracks, they send it to a bus, we call it, to one thing that controls all the guitar, like if it's one guitar, like Champ's talking about. And that's what they're doing. That's why it is only one. If you're being technical about it, yeah, there's one, but there's 4 layers fused together, and they're like the exact same riff, but two different tones I'm hearing. And it sounds really good.
So really good production
Really
that
good
makes you
production.
believe that it's one.
Very good mixing. And that's how you got to do it. You want to mix so you think there's either 1 or 2 guitars, right? But there's actually 8. There's actually 8 layers.
Well, yeah, because like even when like you listen to a band that has 2 guitars, you know, a lot of the times you hear a third. A lot of the times it's really clear that you hear the third. They want you to, you know, you throw in that third layer so that it covers whatever, like, you know, let's say 2 guitars are doing kind of leadish parts. Then you throw in that last one that's kind of doing chords underneath or whatever. This one is doing the opposite of that, where they really want you to just hear that one guitar sound, but they want it to sound full. So they're using the mixing and the production to get to that point. But the sound that ends up coming through the headphones is like one guitar lick. You know, that's all I hear. Just one guitar lick.
For me, like if it feels very full, you know it. Like for example, if you listen to an old Red Hot Chili Peppers record, you can hear the single guitar recording, and there's literally just one guitar recording. You can feel the difference.
But it's also like So like I was just watching not to go on a tangent, just a quick aside here. I was listening to Alter Bridge. You guys know who Alter Bridge is?
Yeah, I just discovered them last week actually, and I was fucking blown away. I was like,
right?
Somebody showed me a song, and I was completely surprised on how good they are. Sorry.
Okay, sweet. So perfect timing here. I just happened to like 3 days ago watch one of their live tracks, and the thing that I took away from that was how much the guitarist was doing, and that was like not a chord or a single note, just like making noise and shit that was filling up the entirety of the song, because he's the only guitarist in the band. Just one guitarist, right? And I was just like, this is amazing. This is a skill in itself. This, like, not a lot of people can do this.
So here's
Miles Kennedy.
Yeah,
he is a fantastic guitar player.
Yes,
him and Taranti both are in that band. They both fucking play leads. They shred.
He was the only one up there for the performance I saw. I saw a live performance. It was just him.
Right on.
Okay, to be fair, I heard one song on the radio by them, and I just never gave them a chance after that. So somebody requested on a stream and fucking blew my mind. I'm like, I did not know they were this good. I was like,
do you remember the name of the song?
Shit. I don't remember. I'll find the reaction right now. I even told people, I'm like, I gotta hear more from these guys. This was so good. But I want to
listen to On This Day. That's the one that I would request.
I'll check it out. I think I want to mention. Let me mention a band more relevant. Avenged Sevenfold just came out with a new album. I fucking love the album.
So far, I've only heard like one song, and it's fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
Really?
That is a great example of they recorded one guitar and you get one guitar. Like it's very raw.
It's always they've always had that going on. Even back in the day.
Yes, even back in the day, you had literally 2 guitars. They didn't do the new production style. This Trident song is part of the new wave production style where you have it very produced. Avenged Sevenfold is not as produced, but they did that intentionally, right? And they have you can hear every single track individually, where this is very glued together, very compressed together, so you have this wall sound, so you feel like it's one, which is both styles are awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think of the drum sounds, Alan? Because to me, the drums just sound incredible.
I think the tuning and the sound of the drums are amazing. I would just add a little bit more oomph, but that's it.
Yeah.
But that's always been my issue with Trident. The drums sound amazing.
I like that dryness. I think.
Yeah.
I do. To me, it sounds like I'm standing in a wood room where she's playing drums.
True.
I'm just hearing it. You know what I mean? I love that. But yeah, I can understand where it comes from.
This is what I think. If they kept the drum sound and then took back the production of the guitar, I think it would match perfect, because the guitars are all like, you know what I mean? The guitars are all overproduced, but the drums are like your singular. They sound amazing though.
I feel you on that. They do feel a little not as polished as a guitar does, but I don't know, that's what
I think that's why you like them.
I didn't even notice there was like a different sound in the drums. Like it sounded like drums.
Oh, dude, they're
so
clear.
It sounds more natural. The drums sound very natural.
Does it? I got to pay attention to that now.
Very natural, very well tuned, and you can hear like you can hear every hit. And I agree with Ryan.
Clear, yeah.
I love that. I love that when they do that stuff. You know. All right.
Right on. What a good discussion from this.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
That's a good discussion from this song.
Right.
Inspiring.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll rewind it. I gotta mention this.
Yeah.
So right now, champ, we got 2 guitars on one side and then all the keyboards, and then you heard how it switched to 4 guitars later on. It switched to left and right.
I completely stopped paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Go back. I was just like, oh, this is cool. Bass guitar.
Yeah,
all right,
cool
go back
section.
so I can listen to it.
I just want to say that's a really fun production technique right there. And it's so crazy how they subtly slip that in. You don't even feel the drop in guitars because they put so much heavy piano and delay. Like it sounds really cool. Fills up the right side. I love that. I love that shit. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Now there's an obvious to it.
Ryan, how did you feel about that key change?
Did you like it? Did you like it, Ryan?
I don't hate it. It reminded me of Got Your Spin, actually. I'm like, right on.
I mean, they did it with a cool lead transition.
Yeah.
So that always helps.
It was a nice transition there, yeah.
That was a really good transition.
It was like it was like part of the lead, you know, it was like part of the song. Like,
yeah. That guitar tone is really good too. I fucking love that tone right there.
It's really unique. It sounds great. I think that was my favorite song by them, probably. I really liked whatever that song was, the first one that everybody listened to on the internet.
Spoopy?
Yeah.
Spoopy. Yes, yeah, that one, Spoopy.
But the difference between Spoopy and this song is like night and day. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're completely different kinds of production and everything.
Yeah.
This one was awesome. I thought, I mean, everything that we were talking about for the first half before that first pause, they kind of like reassessed the song going forward. But unlike the song that we listened to last week, where the second half got stale, this one kind of like, as they added more stuff like that keyboard and they shifted around that second verse, and then obviously threw in the second obvious guitar rather than having them, you know, what we were talking about before, like it kept building and each part was interesting. I thought that it ended up, and then the outro was cool as hell too. I love good outro, man. You know, like gotta love good outro. But the song was really, like it was really well put together, like wrapped with a nice ribbon.
Yeah, the key change was really good. The way that they transitioned it. I'm still not a fan of that random key change like that. I like the key changes that are part of the song. Like I still feel like when they do the whole ending with a keychain, it's very stereotypical in that genre or whatnot.
Yeah,
That's
it
my only
has
thing.
become sort of a trope, hasn't it?
It is.
Like that
Every
the final
anime,
chorus is a key change.
almost like every anime song too I listen to always has that key change at the end. You know, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, everybody has their thing, right? Everything has their thing. But that was really good. I like how they did it. It wasn't an abrupt change. Oh. Actually,
I
that
loved that. I loved
yeah.
that song. That was great. Her vocals were great too. Like we didn't really mention it, but I thought that there were some moments where she sounded like super, super like desperate pleas, passionate, and
Yeah.
like would slowly, quickly flip into that head voice and then like right back into her chest voice
Yep.
just for like a single note or two notes. And like, you know, considering how quickly she's singing a lot of the words, it's even more impressive.
Exactly. Ryan, you have anything else to say?
No, man. It's just we talked a lot about it, and it was all very good discussion.
Yeah.
Really cool song.
All right, guys. See you in the next one. See you over on the podcast. See you.
Late.